Yeah, both will want to try and beat him, but the last time they played each other, well, the last map at least, Vitality won 13-0. So hopefully we'll have a slightly closer game.
Oh, I've heard Pal has a surprise party for Profek planned after this one, but only if they win. Otherwise, he's sent back to his room early. Chronicle already taking down Ninja, and that mid-aggression isn't just for the fight. They've set Yumpy up as a rat in the corner. Bait from Durka as he walks back down again. This time, Yumpy's coming with them, and a big fight brews, but Pacific end up coming out on top. Cupert's managed to pull them back into a 3v2. Damage done onto Cupert, onto Waddle as well. They're holding on for dear life, but Waddle evaded death. And now Profek, the birthday boy, has to win a 1v3.
We'll see if the birthday buff is going to be in for him, but ultimately now on the wrong side of the map and a million different angles to clear. Luckily, a couple of those players are incredibly low. 7, the only one with the ability to heal himself, but instead is going to sit aggressively in the corner. He's got to be careful, because if he goes down, this becomes a much easier fight, even with the flank coming in. Both players now one shot. Of course, in terms of stars remaining, not really anything to be played with by Profek, and I like the fact that they are in optimal positions to try and deny this. Even now knows that there is a player behind, but hasn't been able to get anybody to bait in on that fight. First one finally goes his way. Now can look to try and get things to half. Waddle eventually will need to swing around the corner, and I don't know if there's time.
I don't think so.
It's going to be desperately close, and actually he has got it. 0.41, a 1v3 Red Bull clutch, birthday boy on the stage. And I guess there is a birthday buff and a board buff after all.
Yeah, what happens when the two combine? A 1v3 for Vitality and a pistol round 1. And let me tell you, if you come into this match as the underdogs, lose the opening duel, and then Vitality have the gall to re-aggress and you punish them for it, end up in a 1v3. See Sayonara whiff more shots than I think he's whiffed all season. And then you lose it by 0.41 of a second. Well, that is going to bring you right back to reality. The lead not finding its way into Pacific's hands. And now full buy for the defensive side. Only one weakness in Sayonara playing with the Ghost. While Pacific next to nothing in terms of strength. That's a freebie. Down to 15, but that's the guy with the classic. The damage being done by Profek more than making up for the damage done in the other direction. In fact, he's feeling very confident indeed. Cosmic Divide online for round number 3. That's, listen, Pacific have got to be panicking seeing that ult in play.
Yeah, it's everybody's favorite ultimate, and from a Red Bull clutch straight into an in-zone flawless. It's probably the round you want to keep nice and clean for Vitality. Of course, the story of this matchup, I think Mini said it well. It's like a victory here for Vitality. Doesn't really tell you much about Vitality. It's only if things are too close or if they lose. So I think Pacific have definitely looked better on specific maps. I think that's always been the issue for them. They'll come in, they'll win a map, and you'll go, oh, they're here, and then they'll lose the next one 13-5.
Yeah, that's always the issue. It's the consistency from them, and it tends in one direction more than the other. Nice bounce in the molly to cover that right corner. Vitality already taking a ton of space with Durka up close. And he'll have backup in Sayonara. I don't know if they're going to be looking to drone through here. It looks like instead Durka's playing the bait again. They did this in mid to start the pistol round. The patience got the better of them in the end. You remember they got Yumpy into that corner over on B now. Oh, that's a fantastic pick by Chronicle. Now the Outlaw coming into this round, not a lot of players on light shields, and they've sacrificed Cupert to Durka. At least the reveal should give them the kill. Surely, there it is. Waddle finds it.
Doesn't help him.
But now the snake in the grass can still strike. With Chronicle going down, though, it's a good job Sayonara found that pick, and low HP makes that a very easy ult to deal with.
At least it gives the HP back, but it doesn't do the same for the remaining player. Ninja to try and fight versus the remaining players. And he's not going to get anything for it. A bonus round victory for Vitality. And yeah, so far Cupert's TPs have not exactly gone to plan. I was a little bit surprised when the drone's going through that's the moment he decides to TP across. Because like that's where you get the info. He's already halfway through teleporting.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna say not ideal.
A little bit mistimed.
Just a small
That's your boy, right? That's your boy?
That's my listen. Down that stage,
you taught him everything he knows.
No, but that's not true. That's not true. He wouldn't be here if that was the case. Let me tell you that. A 3-0 for Vitality. Wow.
So that's Profek 8-0. He had a pretty poor previous week, and I guess he has decided that that's not happening again. Nobody's going to ruin his birthday. And there's also a lot of damage done to another player. Cooper has been able to find one solid flashes, but it doesn't even matter for Profek. He might be blind, but now on for the ace. A clutch and potential for an... I don't think Durka will give him the ace. Durka's not that kind of guy. He's going to fight him. Yeah, knew it. Knew it. Durka's the teammate you want to win a game, but not the teammate you want if you want to have fun.
How in the world is Profek 11-0 on the Astra? We're 4 rounds into the game, for God's sake. He had a 1v3 to kick off the map, and every round's been a highlight. This is ridiculous. At least it's an eco that happens to you in, but the straight spam down
doesn't make you feel any better.
No, it never feels good. No matter what moment that happens in. At least the orbs are going to a guy who's got Cosmic Device. But for Pacific, this round here, it has so much weight on it. They have rifles, not really ultimates, but neither do their opponents for the most part. This is where they have to step up. And let's see how it goes as we jump in to their comms.
I'm holding short.
The anti.
It was chamber.
He might re-peek through short.
Is Johnny long?
Hiding.
Exactly.
Hiding from short. Cash short.
No, rethinking
I'm peeking off you. Are we going back into A or re-pushing?
Let's think it. One, two.
Two.
Let's. Can you drone short? We peek
Hello,
here.
come peek with me.
Can we pop from here?
Yeah.
There's an op.
I'll peek first, okay?
Wait.
There's a trip on short.
I have one flash. Can you smoke close and then I flash
Let's
through?
smoke and we flash. Wait for drone.
Okay, you ready?
Wait.
Wait for drone.
Yeah.
We play off the drone.
I have only one Trip, smoke. trip short,
I'm
guys.
joining now.
Drone. We're gonna do it now. 3, 2,
Trip behind.
1. Go boys.
So I'm gonna
Nothing short.
flash.
Maybe there's a trip wire short, yeah.
Get out.
I have short.
I'm on backset.
Recon in 1.
Playing retake, I think.
Full retake.
I have Astral, boys.
Yeah.
I'm planting.
I have cage for
I'm only behind.
They have Astral wall, so we have to play on
Go
site.
forward, Patrick.
Yeah,
I'm playing in hell. Play 3 sides.
Yeah.
Someone chicken.
We can retake the retake.
No, chicken. No.
And Dirk has already passed the trip, but Cooper was watching it, dropped off the box just as Dirk came to his screen. Unfortunate timing, but Alorante's there to at least pull us back to even territory, surrounded our Pacific. This is going to be a tough retake to hold off.
Oh, Dirk already removing Ninja, but the timing works out. Trades back and forth to leave things even once again. A stun has left 7 in trouble, but nobody able to actually deal with the player. Sayonara a little bit further behind, and now it's all on to Profek. His first death looming, but he clears 1. Finally, they'll be able to deal with the birthday boy himself. Only 12-1, but more importantly, a first round onto the board for Pacific.
Yeah, as we said, a much-needed round. Coming into that, they're putting the credits on the line, and a loss there, it's just going to send Vitality steaming into the lead. The credits were already stacked so high that a full buy here will make a little bit of a dent, but it's not out of the realms of possibility. And an early spark for this squad.
Enemy remaining.
Starting to think we weren't going to see that here today.
Yeah, and as I sort of said, I think that they have looked better. You go back to their game versus Foot that ended up being pretty close, them even taking a map that wasn't split, which I think became a pretty important factor for this team, that there are other maps that they can play. Taking a map off mates as well. They've not lost a series 2-0 just yet, but they also haven't won one. So it kind of becomes irrelevant if you're unable to get any of those across the line. Profek. Okay, there we go. I think maybe the birthday balls went too far because that was a very cocky play.
Yeah, cocky, exactly. I'm not certain it was necessary either at this moment in time. Yumpy has to run it back so they can at least still have an extra body to throw at this one. Durka spamming away, does a little bit of damage, but you can see Ninja still pretty healthy while Durka hasn't gotten out of there scot-free. A solid side take for Pacific, a man advantage, and Yumpy's ult is the only thing that really worries me. They've got a reveal to help him out, a flash to break through. He's going to get hit by the trip, but at least that's the info, and trades out his ult for that life.
Ooh.
But the Hunter's Fury has done so much damage, still much more left to do. Shock Dart in there for more. Reveal to help out Alorante on the swing back side. He'll take Chronicle. It's looking beautiful for Alorante, but still time on the clock. So Waddle had to land the shot, and that he does. Pacific 4-2, holding on for dear life, but they haven't fallen yet.
Yeah, lovely utility coming out from Waddle as well. Like, he's someone I've wanted to talk about quite a lot. Like someone who I've said coming into this season should have been on a tier 1 roster, and you could see the moments. Like, he's a very, very comfortable sort of a player. The amount of damage that was done off the Hunter's Fury, the dart towards the end, and then you set Valorant up to hit those shots, and to be fair to him, he normally does. It's a second round onto the board for Pacific, but still feels like a long way to go. And look at all the ultimates that are available for Vitality in this round. Still, some on the other side. Seven has got that run it back online already. And he's managed to win the fight, at least versus one of the players, but that's very quickly traded out. The Hunter's Fury's not really found much other than info, and the A site has been lost in response. Spike is definitely a little bit further away, and Sayonara has just missed the boat on finding a pick.
Chronicle might not, though. Sat in position, no smokes left for Pacific. They can't block off that spawn just yet. Not sure where it is on the regen, but... Oh, the shock. Oh, I thought it was bouncing off the back wall, but never mind. So the drone stays up for a little while. Pacific have some info up towards heaven. But this Blade Storm is on its way out. Cosmic Divide finally put into play. Durka, I think, wants that player in the close corner, but Ninja is covering the crossover. Beautiful work by Durka to start, and he's bought some space. They dive out, surrounding Ninja and dealing with him with ease. Great round by Sayonara in the dropout, and a 5th found for Vitality as a result.
Yeah, I think well done by Durka to sort of break that space. That's one of the always the worries when you see someone switch from that Neon to the Jet. Neon is very good at sort of creating space off the back of the wall and then sliding through it. But he did exactly the same thing with the smoke. Just created an angle that he couldn't be fought from, immediately clears one of the players, and then everybody else can make a move at the same time. I also don't think it helps that Ninja has had a bit of a stinky start to this map. That was his first kill onto the board, and sure, maybe you don't expect him to win that clutch at the end, but I think the other problem as well is you have to look at the context of this map for Vitality. When they played versus BBL, they lost 13-11. They had a 2-10 defensive half and almost managed to bring it back on the attack. They had a decent attack versus KC. The last time they lost it, they had a horrible defensive side. Like that's normally where they struggle. Right now, they're 5-2 in the lead, but maybe that can change. I said Ninja's had a quiet start. That's a better response in this round with the ult.
A good chance. Rifle recovered, the run it back still, the Blade Storm there. Their way back into this map is not too far gone yet. Dirk has walked into the danger zone unaware. And Cooper taking him out. Now Pacific are better armed than Vitality are. Well, at least they can be soon. And they're not in a rush either. Traps and camera covering off A where the majority of Vitality are. And Profek, well, he's walked through that smoke again. I do see a ping from Pacific. He blew him the smoke, and maybe they assume that he has taken this position.
Oh, yeah, they definitely do.
The ult is popped by Seven. They've got the read, the paranoia on. Hasn't hit, but it doesn't matter. Even if Seven goes down, all they need is the trade on the ult. Beautiful work for Pacific. This round has gone way better than I imagined it could have.
Yeah, no, they calculated where Profek had to be. He's been on that C side of the map pretty much the entirety of the game, and what was a weaker purchase round, an opening from Ninja, and then just a pause. I think that's always important because you have to go into this matchup. Obviously, other than Waddle, who wasn't on the team before, this squad got absolutely battered by Vitality last time. And I think Vitality, when they play against a team they know they can beat, like when they're punching down, they always seem like a very good team. Like everybody comes in confident, they don't seem to worry. It's normally Vitality crumbling in high pressure games, which I don't think they will feel that this is one of them. So it's going to be down to Pacific to firstly not let them do that, but also come in themselves confident. So, okay, if you want to fight us, if you're going to keep pushing and be aggressive and even come at us when it's a low buy round and, well, ends in a mode of thrifty, you need to punish them for that. And that's exactly what Durka was doing. Like him swinging in there, just, okay, I'm going to go looking, I'm going to go hunting. That was a very easy kill for Cupid in the end.
And it's a good read for Pacific that the freeze would work against this squad, because we've already seen a couple of times now that Vitality, even in the pistol round, even in the round where Profek walks up C, if you don't give them anything, they get curious and they start walking forward. They start giving opportunities, because often they claim those opportunities for themselves. But this time around, it's Pacific finding the better end of the deal, the better end of the bargain. 6-3 potentially for Vitality as they buy up here, but losing this round could give Pacific the way right back in. That last one was a bit of a Hail Mary. The Blade Storm popped at the start, but lots of pistols, and they made it work. Now they come in armed to the teeth, but the op in Chronicle's hands already pushed up on A, And we'll be searching for an opportunity as we see Pacific start to peel back towards this position.
Ground.
Oh my!
Okay.
And Dirk has already taken one. They still haven't seen this up from Chronicle. He's waiting to step in. Won't get out with the TP. Good trade by 7. And with that TP in from Cupid, he emerges from the shadows to a wide open A side. I was going to say, Dirk is challenging. Oh my God,
okay.
of course he is.
Well, you put him on Jet, and you can see the confidence go straight through the roof. Durka right back into the corner again. A chance to end it alone. It's the 4K, all headshots with the Guardian. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll always sit there and be like, if there's an agent that's a duelist, Durka should be able to play it. But then you put him on the Jet and you go, maybe you should let him play the Jet.
It just feels rude at this point. Vitality come in, they build Pacific up like a buttercup pony to let them down. That's a disaster in the making. That last round felt like a lifeline for the attacking side. Remember, underdogs in this
clean.
matchup. Having some signs of life early is what you need to see. Here on Vitality's map pick, an odd round here or there, but it seems like the overall story is favor for that defensive side.
Yeah, and it's not Vitality's favored side either. So
Spam
it's
again.
like...
Spam again? Oh.
And Prophet, I was going to say, since he was 12-0, he hasn't had a kill, but maybe they haven't gone directly into his sight quite as much. And well, 2 for his troubles. Alarante's traded out Yumpy, though. An important trade. Durka has constantly been fighting in front of the utility, and Alarante's now caught 2.
Spike planted.
Gives them the man advantage. Sayonara very far away, and although there's a couple of tagged up players, this definitely won't be an easy retake for Vitality.
Alarante's giving them the chance to get right back on the board. Still that operator from Chronicle to deal with. I'll swap it out to a rifle on the retake, but now that they've lost Sayonara, I think that op's going back into his hands, and he's running for the A site. Please find one more before that's the case. An orb, the best that this will be. And for Vitality, they'll concede the round 6-4 now. Pacific, just when I thought they were out, they pulled me back in, pulled themselves back into 2-round gap.
Yeah, fantastic round from Alarante. Like, without his backstab, well, it's basically this. It's just Prophet managing to find openers, but Alo just gets a perfect timing to try and catch out Yumpy, who's setting up utility. And it does feel like, at least for now, a lot of the Vitality retakes are more just individuals trying to get themselves back into the round rather than the match he's setting up. I think they had one full-on A retake and it looked really clean. Every other one has been, okay, Yumpy's trying to get in now, Durka's trying to get in, and it just ends up as one player going every single time.
Oh my.
That's not a bad opener, though.
Look at Alo. He's already up extremely close, and even with the flash catching, he's good for 1. Waddle's got his back with Durka down. They've spotted Sayonara up close. He'll only get 1, and it's the lower HP player. And now Waddle moves towards this A site for the plant, you think, if you're Vitality. But all the while, 7, hearing those steps, fills in the space beautifully. A fake sold by Waddle. He can already flee to the other side of the map, but I think he's going to stick around to be an extra backstab.
Spike planted.
Maybe setting a few too many traps, but never mind. That's worked to a T. Profek, another 1v3 clutch. He's found the first, but the position of 7 should pretty much cancel any chances that Profek has.
Yeah. It would have to be a cerebral read from him and a blunder from the opposing side. He definitely has the idea that somebody could be on that side, but you have to bear in mind how much time has already gone on the clock. You need to basically full defuse this under their noses, what she's going to try, but with an Odin on long, something that I don't believe was revealed at all until just now. That's an easy closeout. A great recovery from Pacific. 5 of the last 7 rounds now going in their favor. That early start, the only thing that's keeping Vitality in the lead. And what was looking like could have been a very dominant map choice for them, it's now starting to be called into question, and even half here for Pacific would honestly be a fantastic turnaround.
1 round left in the half, and Pacific have a chance to equalize. This definitely didn't look likely 7 or 8 rounds in, but they found their footing, they found their mojo. Now 1 more for neck and neck, and it starts out Waddle, ultimate to play with. The Hunter's Fury activated and sent straight onto Profek. One more tag will take him out. He's chasing him, but not finding him. The pressure put on from the other side, though. Profek stuck in a corner. The Judge might be the perfect weapon, but he's so low that it's easy to take him down. The Guardian back sight won't get more than one. And Yumpy, the Flash not catching the majority. It's an easy trade out for Pacific in every fight. Down to the 2v2 with a plant now. Well, it should be theirs, yeah.
Oh, Hunter's Fury is available.
Good Kron.
Sayonara has tagged him, and now the flank comes in. They're so busy trying to escape the Hunter's Fury that they forget about Chronicle. That will be enough for them to at least get themselves a small lead at the end of this half. But considering this was a 4-0 start for Vitality, a bonus victory, and a pretty hefty lead early on, this is not quite as clean as I'm sure they would have liked.
At the end of the day, they're facing Pacific, a team who you said at the start of the series is on a run to be the team that has lost the most matches in a row. Vitality are not happy with this half. But I'll tell you what, we have one happy boy down on the stage with that start to the half. Profek, the birthday boy. And we had a little interview with him before the matchup. Let's hear from the birthday boy himself.
One enemy remaining.
Now, going into the defense is where I want to see a bit more from Ninja. Like, if he's going to be pulling in that jet operator, well, they're going to want to earn some credits up first, and the pistol round would probably help them do so.
Yeah, well, winning it certainly would. Kron, Headhunter's big danger in this round. He's bought himself a lot of bullets.
Standing ahead.
6 to work with, 1 expanded. Reveal gets nothing. Flash primed and ready. Good wall bang right off rip, but 7 goes out looking for blood. And he finds it, but it's his mostly spilled on the floor. Ninja and Alorante barely alive. And yeah, Yumpy was tagged up, but he's got that little self-heal, even as he walks away from the wall. Now the clear advantage for Vitality. And who on Pacific could possibly pull it back? A 10 HP Alorante is about to round the corner into a Sayonara that can one-shot, and well, he'll take that opportunity with ease.
There's only so much that can be done now. Ninja, 45 HP. It needs to be some instant shots, and he's already smoked off the corner. Dash about to fade. Thought maybe he'd try going through and taking a pot shot and dipping out, but instead opts to wait for his teammate. A very long time as well until that dart's back. I think it was still above 30 seconds. Yeah, so there's no dart for Waldo to play with. Must have used it not too long ago. And so just trying to break him with raw individual aim. I never really felt like that was going to work. 8-5, another pistol under the belts of Vitality, and a chance to have both conversions on either half, which realistically should guarantee you a win, but it doesn't always.
Yeah, for this team as well, I have to say, with both pistols under their belt, a 9-5 lead, there's almost no way in my mind coming into today
Good shit.
that they end up losing this. And then you add to that the fact that Profek's having an absolute belter. I am surprised to see Yumpy this quiet. He's someone that has been delivering pretty consistently as an individual. Now you put him onto a Phoenix, you expect that to continue to rise.
In that game versus BBL that they lost, he went 27-18.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's kind of more what I'd expect.
He had a fantastic game. But again, a lot of that was on the attack, which he might not be able to do because I don't know if there'll be enough rounds for him to now get up to 27 kills.
You think it's going to be a dominant second half, do you?
More so, he's on 4, so for him to get to 27, he would have to get 23 kills.
We need a lot of OTs.
Yeah, so it's like, it more so just if he's playing that well, they'll run out of time.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I thought you were just coming out here to body Pacific, but that's a job we'll leave for Vitality.
I do also believe that, but that wasn't the point I was making in that moment.
It's very rude, Tom. Very rude to these competitors down on that stage.
Very rude for me to not believe in the team that is 0-10 in VCT matches.
Yeah, the Valorant Shanghai Dragons, or the EMEA version. Not quite that bad, but we actually don't have enough games in the year for them to be that bad. That's the real difference. For Pacific, look, one way to break that streak, taking down Vitality would be a feather, would be a lot of feathers in the cap, to be honest, for Pacific. But this is not the round that they look to contest. Going down to the spike here is optimal for this squad, especially with the Yumpy that's 2 away from the ult. But you don't think he's going to sit back and wait for the spike to explode. No, he's happy to die in this moment. He's happy to give you a Marshall to play with as long as he can find his orbs, and they are sat up top, fish in a barrel for Yumpy. One, and even if he dies now, the job is done, yet he's not going down before he's taken many, many more with him. Denying the orbs hasn't gone so well.
Yeah, it's not the greatest thing in the world for Pacific, and I know that Anders will be very happy. I saw his tweet a moment ago about he loves the fact that Phoenix can get his ultimate online this quickly. It was actually exactly what he was saying, and not the polar opposite. So there you go. Yumpy, even though he's had a quiet game so far, going into the bonus round, will have to run it back. They're going to have full rifles across the board. And I guess other than the shield and the Odin, I'd say they have a better buy.
Not sure why the Odin was included in there.
Oh yeah, because that's the one more expensive gun that's on the other side.
Better,
it was
better.
It was a positive.
You can say better. You can just say better. It's fine. Nice kill on the Yumpy by Valorant. Odin spamming away, forces Kron back. Great usage of that weapon early on, I have to say. But 4 players towards this C side as they go back in to fill in the space. Look who's already walked through. Durka has taken advantage of the blind spot. I don't even know how he detected this, but they're going to be surprised to see him that deep already. A cloudburst, and now he could be anywhere, but well, he's 28 HP. That was almost the kill for Ninja, and instead, he'll get nothing for his trouble. Sayo with a double, and even this flank up by Waddle has to be given away because of the trap there. Blind spots for Pacific exploited, and on Vitality's side, it seems there's nothing but vision for them.
Yeah, I was about to say, Prophet's the one getting revealed right now and has taken 0 damage, and Waddle is down to 28 HP. Well, there was nowhere left for him to go. Chronicle will close. 4 players survive in a bonus round for Vitality. That is now the pistol, the second round, and the bonus round won in both halves.
Kron seemed extremely happy to win that round as well. He was vibrating with joy. Either that or someone's giving him info at the chess tournament all over again. But round 11 for Vitality sees them up against Pistols. Sorry, their 11th round win, I should say. This is not round 11. This is round 16. We add the 2 together plus 1. It's pretty easy. But this should be an easy conversion. A push up to 11 and a death sentence for Pacific on this map. They did some great work with the low buy before, and this time they do back themselves a little bit. A couple of bandits and a sheriff invested into that. They have enough credits to do that without compromising next round's purchase. But more so, the issue is that last round. It was the fact that Durka was able to slip through on B like that. That big of a blind spot. When we look at Summit, yeah, we expect to see those things, but not here on Haven.
Yeah, no, the immediate 4-player C stack up just to try and deny that push. Especially when you have an Odin there, it's like the odds of them getting through that choke, even if you just have one more player, I think it's probably enough, but they must have been convinced that was going to be an all-in play. And yeah, the fact that Durka just threads the needle, it is such a massive problem. We'll see if in this round I get the gamble correct. Majority of players are towards this A side of the map, but 2 have now been spotted by the drone. Seems like Durka, at least initially, was going to try and fake presence, but with the aggression, they've all decided to go back. Now, 40 seconds left on the clock. The time is one of the major dangers in these sort of rounds. A nice shot from Valorant as well. He's bought time for the other rotations. 30 seconds left. They could go back, but Sayonara has gone forward with the spike. The decision has been made, and it seems to be the right one. 3 kills for the youngster. Cupid, the only one remaining. And I'm going to hand it over to his biggest fan for this clutch.
A lot of people would say Cupid doesn't stand a chance, but they've never seen this man.
Hello, I would say that.
They call him the Bandit for a reason. The round might be yours, but he'll steal it out of your pocket. Look at him go. The start onto Yumpy. The IGL on the other side. The man who's put up stats that Cupid couldn't. Well, now's his moment to shine. In the smoke, waits Sayonara, the prodigy of Vitality. But now he meets Cupid. And Profex spammed him through the wall. All right, 11-5 for Vitality.
That was close.
It was. It was almost his round.
I think your level of hype was actually warranted for the singular kill he got.
It was almost around. It was almost. He could have got that kill, ran through, ninja'd it. You see the angle it was planted at? That could have been a ninja.
Yeah, they never would have known he was there either.
He has Ninja on his team, and even though he was dead, he almost had Ninja in the round.
So he had Ninja in his ear.
He had Ninja in his ear, and almost on the screen as well.
Yeah.
Could have been beautiful.
Speaking of Ninja, he's pied.
He has pied, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's pied. Nice.
That's tough.
With
No, because clearly that's not what's going to happen. It's going to be different than last half. They lost 4 in a row. Now they'll win everything. I'm just saying, on your logic, they would still lose, which, you know, you're going to look like a fool in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to have egg on my head.
Yeah. Well,
by the way, It seems like we might be waffling a little bit too much. And people who always have clean comms, Team Vitality.
Let's go clear it from Hay so they can't get...
Shock on A. Sova A, boys, start.
They're spamming. We're down 1 HP, boys. I need to heal myself.
Oh, guys, they have a good recon on me, boys.
Just molly garage and like walk into it, Yampi.
Let's peek mid.
Guys, they know I'm on A.
I have your garage, boys. You can pick mid.
2, 1. Could be under window. Check.
I'll check under window.
You see it now.
Yeah. Nothing. Come to garage barrage, Shuraka.
Yeah,
Just
wait.
throw.
Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Yes,
They might walk short, boys, on me.
I will vault across.
Go.
No trap.
No trap.
Camera on top. We need to break it somehow.
Wait.
Turning A.
Guys,
Guys, we finish on C. We finish
yeah,
on C.
leave me on.
We freeze for now. We freeze for now.
They smoked mid.
They have A control, boys.
They have.
Wait, wait,
go
boys,
back.
boys.
Yeah,
I have
back
call.
forward, yeah.
I can reveal C long ult and there will get timing.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. I will pressure.
Are you ready?
Yes, I pressure same
I'll
time.
catch the rotation, maybe.
Yeah, it's good.
I fake smoke.
I'm revealing. Give me 1 sec. Careful, copy.
That the rotation, one more Phoenix.
Nothing C, nothing C.
One more. C clear. C should be clear. I have
yeah.
Phoenix on me.
Okay.
I'm coming
That's
to
it,
window,
that's
bro, to
it.
hold you.
I want HP.
Yeah, I have back.
Hold the window.
Yeah, I want to hide.
Careful flooding out.
Yeah.
You can even bait me if you want.
Yeah, I have to bait you. I have to
I
hold
will
mid.
play C long.
Yeah, I'm also going C long with my ult. Yampi, if you need me to ult, call me.
Yeah.
Well, Sayonara can PayPal us for that round. That made him sound like a genius. Quick call, interrupted the chaos in the middle of the round, and it got Durka exactly what he wanted.
He was
Gets
like,
out with 1
I'm
HP.
going to dart, and I'm going to ult, and then you have timing.
Didn't even need the
He
ult.
still has his ult, but we'll ignore that bit.
Well, it's because
That is
immediately...
an interesting angle from 7. Something tells me they might be saving.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anyone here that isn't saving. And even then, you don't usually see them here because they're usually further back because they don't want to die.
He lost the fight! He lost the fight from up there!
What in the world leads Yumpy to clear that?
I don't think he did. I think he just has better
Oh,
reactions.
no, don't say that. That's not what we want to hear at this point.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone lose a fight up there immediately.
Oh, and the camera hoppers
Can we get
there
that
too.
from?
That's just
Can
cruel.
we get that from Yumpy's POV? I want to see if he was looking up there, because if he is,
If he pre-aimed it, he's crazy. And if he didn't, that's very unfortunate for 7. Especially 7. There's players in this roster that maybe I'd say have worse reactions, but 7 is up there in the league. Been a very impressive individual.
yeah, he definitely wasn't. Like I knew, there was no way he was going to be looking up there.
There wasn't, but I was holding out hope, Tom.
You thought Yuppie was the one dude
No,
who's
of course
like,
I didn't think.
I need to check the beam.
I wished I dreamed, Tom. Man can dream. No longer. This has turned to a nightmare for Pacific. Well, if only someone was there peeking. This has been a nightmare for Pacific so far. They've pushed down on mid, though. A lot of control. That smoke blooming early, though. Vitality are completely avoiding this space. I think that read not too hard to find that they might have taken the space there, considering absolutely nobody on A long. And it's a full freeze from Vitality. The drone cover, the trip covering their back from Chronicle. They heard the drone go down A short and now shifting back in this direction.
Yeah, this is 4 players committed to mid
Drone
for the
A.
defense.
What do you do on mid now? You hear this drone go down on A. It's your light side of the map. You've droned up from Waddle and saw
I think they're
nothing
just
there.
playing retake. But 7 has his ult in mid. Like, if he was
Yeah.
anywhere else, I would think this is a retake setup. But because he's in mid, it doesn't feel like a retake setup anymore. Do they check this? Well,
Okay.
even if they did, it's not quite quick enough. And now he's going to ult. Going to try and catch them from behind. Sayonara's denied the ult. Won't be able to spam him through the wall quick enough. And the rest of the team have taken their space in towards A. Now, they don't have that ult for the retake anymore. More importantly, Sayonara still has a Hunter's Fury if he can hold that
Spike
backline.
planted.
He's got to win that fight against Valorant, and then this round becomes a whole lot easier. He's curious, but does he expect the left corner? He wins anyways! And the Hunter's Fury immediately, the call that they were flooding out, it gives him targets, and at least hits his first. Nothing more forward in the op going down. They know Sayonara's towards long, no ult to deny this, got to run through. Reveal is inside the smoke, but that's almost caught Cupert. Spam not quite there, and the defuse is already across the line. This won't be the round that they win. But for Sayonara, a 3-piece found, bit of confidence, and 6 chances to close this one out for Vitality.
I'll be honest with you, he's 20-5. I don't think he needs the confidence. But,
Yeah, that's a dangerous thing. Keeps on building.
but no, it's
That's a sickening fight. He shouldn't have won
a
that.
good retake from them, especially. I think that I like that we see the aggression still coming out. And a better round from Ninja as well. Like, these are the two players you look at with these double duelists, like Seven taking space, Ninja being able to get back in and get a couple of kills after what has been a very, very quiet game. But how long can they keep this streak going? It needs to be 6 in a row.
Yeah, it does need to be remarkable.
Shoot. Shoot.
He got a good pick last round. When this smoke fades, though,
shoot.
The problem is the
very far
trade.
away, you can't hear me.
Oh, no. He was on them for the last 10 seconds. And now a miss. A whiff, and he's sent running for the hills. Ninja with a tough start to this round. Pacific want to respond by pushing down mid. Hunter's Fury already going to force Yumpy back out of this corner. Chronicle, sorry, it was back out of the corner. Yumpy's onto Ninja, and Chronicle just stepped back in the smoke. He's got a free kill. And he's giving it to Durka.
Yeah,
what a lovely guy.
Generosity at its finest. Well, that was a mess. But even still, a two-man advantage. Chronicle now posted up. He's going to make the rotations incredibly difficult, but Sayonara has gone down. It doesn't matter. The trade is immediate, and there is Chronicle. He's been in that spot multiple times. In fact, he was in mid a few seconds ago, but even still, he catches the rotation every time.
30 seconds left.
Valorant versus the world. Spike drop, but it's nothing more. A 13-6. A fairly easy game in the end for Vitality. A few blips on the...
After what you've just said, but that was a choice you made.
Exactly.
You're going to have to live with it. For Pacific...
And I've forgotten what your question was, but anyway.
For Pacific, I think this, as you saw on the toast there, this is their final opportunity to make it to that top 2 on points. Losing here will completely block out any chance of that happening.
They're not making it top 2 on points.
They could, though.
They could.
Right now,
mathematically,
they could.
But
yes.
They won't. So
you don't know that. You can't say that. False prophet.
I will say it. It's not happening because they need like a bunch of other teams not to get any points.
And it could happen.
Yeah. The
Feasible.
1 in a billion, or just the more likely that they'll just try and play through the play-in or something. Anyway. Seven has started off well. They didn't manage either of the pistols, went a few 0 down in both halves. I'm going to try and stop that from happening here with a pistol round. There's already a trade back from Sayonara, and he's looking for a little bit more. Fighting versus Seven, who's looking good on that Neon. Until he wasn't.
Didn't last very long. Yumpy popping the south heel, the wall up, and he's looking for a fight that he almost won, to be honest. There's a little concerning. Chronicle's looking the wrong way in heavy traffic, and he takes out a yellow card. That's not going to work, is it? Bar's taking it back. Durka, 3 kills under his belt already. Pretty much equal HP with Cupid on the other side. Knows he was last in mid. Doesn't see him mark it. Does he connect the dots? Back to the corner for now. It could be ringer, Rosie. Round he goes, clearing the spawn. Looking at main, wondering where, oh where has Cupid gone, but Cupid's in the same boat. Where's that Phoenix gone? A smoke out and a tap on the spike. He's trying to draw him into combat. Durka wraps around and straight into Cupid's crosshair. A 1-0 start, and Pacific, for the first time, are in the lead.
Yeah, you can see Durka devastated by the fact that he's giggling. And yeah, 1-0. Pistol round under their belt, an important start. As we said, all jokes aside, all talk of points and whatever, this team is yet to lose in a 2-0 fashion. They always have been able to at least take one map within the series. One thing that is absolutely terrifying, though, is that Durka in round 1 managed to get his ultimate, and so has now bought a Vandal into round 2. In fact, it looks like the entire team they are so confident in this game that they are going to let Durka ult and try and win the round off that alone.
You have 2 Durkas. If you have 2 Durkas, it doesn't really matter what money you have, as long as you can afford
Hey, him and Profek don't look that similar.
You know, damn well that's not what I was saying, Tom. I'm saying he can rise from the ashes like a phoenix and come back to fight again. Maybe that's what they'll look for now that they know Ninja's here in the corner. The wall will block them off. He's going to make his way. Where's the spike going? Where, does he not realize he has spike? Does he realize? And maybe he just doesn't care. The ult to get it back, I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking or why he's thinking it. He's broken the cam, without knowing where it is, taken out the drone, put a wall up that's going to be stressing these boys out. And I really don't know. Does he not realize he has the spike?
Oh, it definitely seems like he does now. Oh, that's not even one of the players that had upgraded weaponry. That's just a pistol. There's managed to take down one. Now the ult comes through, and that's the nasty surprise. Durka has kept that under wraps, and now walking into the Outlaw. It's done damage. The Classic is going to kill one and two. Well, that's a sponsor in itself for Vitality. Well, I can kind of see now why they're feeling. But Durka's taking some time to go get another orb, just so he can get his ultimate back online again. And Cupid, here you go, Mitch. It's the 1v4.
Well, listen, Tom, a lot of people wouldn't believe in him. This was a round that should have been Pacific's, and Cupid's come to claim it. He was good in the pistol. He won the clutch, and now he's already got 2 under his belt. The odds looking better and better by the second. A smoke to play with. Durka down. 1 more. But he falls at the final hurdle. 12 HP. It could have been beautiful. It could have been everything. But the lead, it only lasts for 1 round, Tom. Oh, I started to believe in that.
Take the red pill and he loses the round. Or you take the blue pill and he still loses the round.
Oh,
You started to believe, didn't you?
I really did.
To be honest, I started to believe.
I saw those tags start to
After
land.
2 and then this one.
I was ready to.
That's a nice attempt.
I was ready to throw this headset on the floor and make a 30-second sprint to the studio to hug him.
Don't think that's allowed.
No, I would have been kicked out, but it would have been worth it.
The security guards here are a lot bigger than you.
I'm a lot fat. No, I'm not. I was going to say faster, just to be clear.
Definitely not.
If it was what it sounded like I said, yeah, it's pretty true. Well, that's not gone well in the eco round, has it? Pacific get nothing done, and genuinely, the first time they took the lead, they got their head above water for a split second, and then got dragged back to the depths. Ninja,
Mitch,
1v5.
He's one off his ult for the second time.
Yeah, and he's look who's hunting. Look who's going to be the tip of the spear here. Live or die,
Mitch,
it's a victory either way.
I want to go back to Durka playing Neon. This doesn't feel fair. He's going to get his ult guaranteed. There you go. Ninja's killed him.
You've killed him. You've cut off one head of the Hydra, and there'll be 2 in the next round.
He is averaging an ult every 2 rounds.
More, yeah. Yeah, because he got it online in the 3rd round, so technically it's more than one
Well,
every
yeah,
2 rounds.
he can use it.
1.5 rounds, he's got an ult online. That's probably not ideal.
Why were they not doing this sooner?
Pal.
Yeah, you know.
If Thinky was there still to help out, maybe it'd be different, but Thinky and Scott could have cooked it up. I've been a big fan of the Phoenix on Pacific at times. Maybe they should have brought it out here.
Well, it's only 2-1. The manner in which it's gone down is probably a bit upsetting for the Pacific fans. But they do now have weaponry. There is that second run it back. The last one, safe to say, was very successful. But this one might be a little bit tougher. Molotov's going through, but he hasn't... Okay, found someone at the very last second. Cupid is gone. Waddle with the trade, though. Keeps things even for now. Looks for a little more. And it's Valorant and Waddle that are shutting down this B site take. Durka, the man who started it off, now hunting for another ultimate. But he's got 4 Pacific players to deal with. And it seems like they are already falling back into more passive positions. They don't want to give Durka anything.
I think they saw his barrel on the jump peak from 7. Because the second he jumped up, he ran back around the corner. And now they seem pretty trained in on this position. Reveal hasn't caught him. That's a big mistake. There's no way he gets away with this. Suspicious at the corner, but Valorant lands a much-needed shot for Pacific. 2-2. They fight back here and now, but that was way too close. He's halfway to another ult. Like, it's disgusting. Yeah.
Genuinely, I thought he might get Aloe. Like, because, okay, that was definitely a cursed dart. I don't know what happened with it. It got caught in like a little crevice that didn't scan anything.
Yeah.
So that's why those 2 players had no idea he was coming when they should have done. But even still, it was crispy aim from Durka. 2-2. A pistol and round 4. A much better start for Pacific. It's just the way some of the rounds have gone that's a bit worrying. A 1-for-1 trade, though. They'll get rid of Prophet. That's the smoke's gone. So a play you don't really want to lose on the Vitality side. The problem, though, is Sayonara is going to be able to pick up that orb. Sorry, Durka. And that's his ultimate online.
An ult that's almost certainly going to catch Cupid. Oh. He's trying to flee, but he TP's right back in. Dodges the ult, but doesn't dodge the shot from Yumpy. Caught with a wall out. Alorante's at least able to trade that, but Chronicle, oh, he stepped into the trap. And Alorante will quickly claim him as well. This is looking like the B site might be off limits with this Cypher around. Waddle,
Ooh.
even down to a sliver thanks to the decay in the corners, still fights back, and Pacific have claimed the lead again.
Yeah, no, Yumpy getting caught with utility in hand. It hasn't been the best of looks from his Sage so far, and you can see there again, they're not shying away from these fights. TP further aggressive, but it does seem especially Alorante and Waddle over on this B side have looked fantastic. Once again, though,
Nice!
Vitality are falling back into that age-old strategy called Durka Go Kill, as he's going to have a hero rifle, and a kill and an orb, or 2 kills, would do the trick. 7, though.
Go, go, go.
Has got himself the 2-shot op.
Vitality not rushing to throw this round away. 1 away from a res, like we said. Yumpy not walking up with the spike this time. He's been a problem on mid, popping up the wall, breaking the cam, taking a lot of the information out of the hands of Pacific early on. Cupert forced back, but they're trying to split, and luckily Alorante again is there to defend his backline. Alorante has just been an unstoppable defender every time they push into his site, every time they step into a battlefield. With Alorante opposite, there's bodies on the floor and they're rarely his. An in-zone flawless for Pacific. And yeah, it was a low buy from Vitality, but if Pacific are to get back into the series, they need rounds like this.
Yeah, for sure. I think just some confidence builders.
Spike
I think he's
down, B.
already... Yeah, there's a couple of moments in the last map, but maybe few and far between.
Nice! Come on!
Pretty sure he got paranoid by his
Come on,
teammate
boys.
in the middle of that as well, which didn't help. But hey, he's 9-3 right now. Cupert's up there as well.
Vitality calling a timeout,
Here.
taking a moment after
Here.
3 rounds
Here.
in a row were let slip, and after Pacific pulled themselves back into this map in a way that they weren't capable of over on Haven. For Vitality, this is where they're most dangerous, after they've had a moment to think. And let's see what they think of this round.
Flash on the reveal.
And I'll do this.
Nothing, man. They want to do mid trap, boys. Can we just freeze here?
Edits, we can go take my orb on A or B also.
Timo has A space.
Yeah, kind of, but they might have a line on operator.
Guys, just go pop A with, yeah, we have full util. We can just pop towards A.
I can flash short.
Check short, please. Check
Just
elbow.
use full util, guys. We have fucking 4 ultis. I have res also, so we can just...
Careful on the line.
I will flash from here, guys.
Good.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I have res.
On the line.
Bring them down.
Nothing close.
Sage wall, elbow, guys.
Go short.
Guys, the wall down. We need to break the wall. We need to break the wall. It's here. Sage was near here.
Okay.
And now so better maybe.
To break it.
Let's peek. Somebody peek. I have res, guys.
Guys, listen.
I'll pick me, I'll pick me.
Listen, I will go short with my ulti, and you guys will walk elbow after, okay? Just
Okay.
freeze for like 5 seconds, and I will go short.
Need to check. Fine.
Solo, and you guys keep going elbow.
Nothing right side.
Hi.
Pushing elbow, pushing elbow. Keep pushing, boys.
My paranoia.
One more, he's flashed. He's flashed.
Out short one.
I can't play now.
Res, go short, go short.
Short.
Rest me up behind you.
Yes.
And also.
Your duty is not over.
I chicken.
Good shit.
Oh, bingo, bingo, one more.
One fight, 120,
Player
120.
standing.
Oh fuck, he hits, bro.
Oh, good.
Bro, unlucky.
Ooh, holy! Okay, well, that's one hell of a round from Waddle. We were listening to what Vitality had to say in that moment, but even while throwing a res in, he's able to come out with a 4K. A big round from him individually, and just look at the way this round ends. 3 in quick succession, and then correcting onto 1 HP to take down the final man. A big round won and a big round needed from Waddle to take that over the line, and a very costly one for the side of Vitality. Weaponry gone, Phoenix ult gone, Res gone. At least they got the tour de force.
Well, that could be one of the plays of the stage, honestly. To come out of Pacific is a bit of a surprise for Waddle, new guy on the block. And he's certainly making waves out here. Pacific 5-2 in the lead, and Eco out from Vitality in what was seeming like a solid round from them. A lot committed, not just in terms of the rifles, but the ultimates as well. The res, the run it back, and one man changed it all. Alorante, who has been a consistent problem for Vitality, picks up the opening here. And as we said, not a lot to fall back on in terms of weaponry.
Camera taken out.
All right, he's very alone. The rest of his teammates pushing up mid. Chronicle's done well, but the Spike is still just looking to try and connect with them. An unorthodox way to get there, but he has taken that space for free. The defenders know what ground they've lost, though.
30 seconds
Holding on to positioning within main and within the site. It's going to make it very awkward for a plant to come through, but actually on the backside, they're just going to go for it.
Planted.
Vitality realizing their own issues here.
Yumpy's playing a little bit safer. He's going to walk out to the site for now, but there's no need. Pacific are the ones that need to make a move. They have a res online, but no way to use it. And that tour de force is always going to be lurking in the back of their minds. Wraparound from Chronicle, though, he's removed from the action. He's trying to cut off that late wraparound, but it means Yumpy doesn't have to worry about his back anymore. They can focus forward. That's a big mistake. Pistols starting to thrive as Yumpy swings in from market. Sayonara holds the backside, and they group up, leaving Chronicle to play that market. 7, all alone. They know he's not defusing. More time bought, and they don't even run the clock down. And a Moda thrifty from Vitality. The tour de force got them in, but the pistols did a lot of work there.
Yeah, there was so many moments where I thought, like, especially Sayonara walking through the market alone, I was like, if he goes down, spike down, round over, he manages to sneak his way past. And then when it gets to these close quarter battles with the cross being held by the operator, it became so difficult for them to get back in after what was some fantastic rounds, but also some costly ones. They now let it slip versus the Thrifty. Oh, Vitality might be able to break back into this half.
Well, after what really has to be a top 10 play from Waddle, it's right back to winning ways for Vitality. They do it on the low buy. The ults have been a big part of this attack side so far. The run it backs for Dirk. He's now 2 away yet again.
Was that number 4?
Consistent problem. Yep, it would be number 4. We're still on for pretty close to 2 per round. Way closer than it should be, in all honesty. And Vitality are getting a lot of control early on, but the thing I'll say for Pacific is look at that trap inside B main. They don't need to worry about a B push for quite a while. I don't know how high it is, though. It might be possible to jump over it from the stairs. Maybe. Yeah, well, doesn't matter now. Dirk has just tapped 2 players in mid. What?
His ult's online, by the way, just in case you were wondering. So that is number 4.
Run it back. Here we go.
They want to use it. Yeah, they definitely do now. With the res coming in. Dirk immediately taken down. TP across. But time is being bought. I think that's something that has actually been done fantastically by Pacific so far. Be it on the Sage, be it on the Cypher. Just having that utility to deny has become a problem. 20 seconds left for them to try and split towards this side of the map. Multiple players here ready and waiting, but Cupid needs to get something ahead of this trip, and he does find Profect. The spams from Waddle, looking for another highlight play as the swings come in. They need to get that plant down, and they might just have it. Shock dart not quite deep enough. The swing a little bit too late. And the corner being held. It makes this very tough for Dirk, but he's been fantastic so far. Looks for number 5, but can't quite get it. And now down to just Chronicle remaining, and he won't close it either. It will be a 6th round for Pacific. And Vitality cannot find their footing in this half.
No, it's flash in the pan rounds. It's looking like the favorites have swapped sides for Pacific, now putting together even some rounds that they shouldn't, having clutch performances. Cupid, top of the board, 11-7. Alorante defending steadfast, no matter which card B is pushed towards. And, well, yeah, it was a crazy round from Durkee. Even with an individual stepping up like that, it's not enough for Vitality to take it across the line. Now, full buy coming in here, and Durka, and this truly is ridiculous. Durka is 2 away from a run it back. Again. I've never seen it be this consistent. Round on round. And they're losing. If they're winning, because he's getting a 4K every round, it makes sense. They're losing 6-3. He's 1 away. He used it last round.
Yep. Mambo number 5.
It is 2 per round, literally. It's ridiculous.
1 every 2 rounds.
Sorry, 2 per round, 1 every... Yeah, sorry. I'm getting
2 per round would be crazy.
I'm getting carried away a little bit there.
It's already crazy, but that would be nuts. And there you go. Mambo number 5. On number 5.
New Cincinnati.
Nuts. And there you go. Mambo number 5. On number 5. For Durka. he has had, well, considerably more ults than he has rounds at the moment. Which, yeah, take from that as you will. A man advantage, though. Waddle is gone. No res available. Wall placed in to try and create some segmentation, maybe even just create a ruse. That's the goal from Yumpy at this point. Bait them into rotations, and he's succeeded. There goes the ult again. Again, they're dealing with it well, but this time there's a trade, and Seven not quite quick enough. Neither is Yumpy. That looked like a freebie. Even still, though, a mass advantage. Durka is looking to go through. I know he wants to farm orbs, but this might be an unorthodox way to do it. In the end, doesn't matter. We go back again.
He was here. It was it. Kron was sitting in market, like, all right, guys, just delay them, just keep them back for a moment. Don't fight. I've got the flank. I'll clean up the round. And Durka ran at them. Durka just sent it. And what a surprise that he wants to fight for orbs when he's having starts like this. He picked off 2 players in the last round to get his ult, then ended up dominating.
Do we have any idea what is the record for the most
back again.
Phoenix ults and a half? Do we? Because
I think it might be 6 by the time we're finished with this one.
Because I don't know if it's possible to do it quicker.
Fracture, maybe it's happened before. You get 4 ults farming at the start, play full default, and the other team is bad enough to not push you. That could happen.
Or if you just keep getting like an ace every round.
Yeah.
No, insane. But it hasn't helped them too much. Pacific, 6 rounds on this defensive side. I think across the board, they've looked like the better team. I think Durka's looked like the best player, but it's a team game, thankfully for Pacific. Again, they've got lots of ultimates online. Durka's is not online. We're not going to see 6 just yet, although if he gets this kill, gets an orb, he is 1 away, but instead he goes down. 7 will stop him coming back from the dead. No, he won't. No, he won't. Never mind. He's been rezzed, and now he can pick up the orb.
I do think
he's going to be 1 away.
If Pacific get that control early and don't take the orb, it does feel kind of troll. Like, leaving it there for Durka is a big reason that he's able to get these online so often, as well as the kills in the plant. That's 2 caught with the ult, at least 1 guaranteed. Ninja already in that corner. Reveal up top, he doesn't hear it. And now he's paranoid as well. And now Zamali, and now he's shot in the back of the head by Chronicle. So really not a lot of ways out of there for Ninja, as you can see. And really not a lot of ways into this for Pacific. They're being pushed. Durka is running it. He's got his ult back online. By the way, in case you were wondering, when he last used his ultimate, it was last round! And he's got it again. So, you know...
Oh! Okay, that's a spray down.
Joke's over.
Ult. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
They're actually seeing Durka like 3 times around. Like, it's like, hey, guys, we killed Durka. Well, he's been rezzed, and now he's got an orb, and then he got a kill, and now he's got his ult, so he's going to run out with his ult, and then we kill the ult, and then he falls back, and now he's back again, and that's 3rd Durka. Look, I'm all for bored people. I love seeing them, but I'm seeing this man too much.
This is too many, mate. He's forming his own blue man group. Like,
he's a Diglett. There's 3 of them.
This is absolutely outrageous. And you know, there is a chance. He's 6 away, but there is a chance that he ends up with 7 by the time we end.
No, there isn't.
No, there isn't. All right.
No.
Show him, Durka. Show him what you got.
Yeah, ult him. Come on. There's no bringing him back this time. It's Chronicle that's gone down instead. A chance for Pacific to go in with a lead. Yes, we've been talking a lot about ult points, but it's absurd how many ultimates this man has managed to get.
But we always talked about Fracture, 4 orbs. Oh, imagine how strong Phoenix. I've never seen a Phoenix ult this many times on Fracture, on any map.
No, I've had enough of it. Genuinely, I'm sick of it.
I'm annoyed. I can't imagine how Pacific feel.
Yeah, and they're winning. For now. But, you know, they got a man advantage. There's no way Durka gets a 7th ult. It's not possible. Yumpy. He's been a menace around mid. He's constantly challenging! And well, he's looking for a little more. 7's done well. But does he have any idea? The Prophet TP'd in the middle of that fight. Oh, it doesn't matter. Durka doesn't even wait. Durka doesn't care. He's just taken another fight. He's 18 and 11 right now. And this creates a very weird predicament for either side.
Here.
30 seconds
I think you just saw Durka as well play a massive bait. He knew Cupid was TPing up on top of him, but he continued to just look around at eye level like, oh no, where is he? And if he stuck it, I think Durka flicks up instantly, but luckily Cupid was wise enough to realize he hadn't pulled the wool over Durka's eyes. A plant here for Durka. 4 away. We can finally say, without a shadow of a doubt, No more ultimates. 6
In this half.
in a half. Yeah, in this half. If he doesn't pop it in the next, I'll be very surprised. For Pacific, a chance to maintain the lead going into the next half. But the time is ticking. Profek is far away and Dirk is on the site. That's the first problem and the biggest problem to get past. The birthday boys being good in the clutches, but Dirka has been dishing out death like it's an all-you-can-eat. The smoke is good. It causes problems. Halfway already for Cooper. Big play if he gets it, but it's unbelievable from Dirka. 6-6. You can look no further than this man.
Yeah. 6 rounds for either side and 6 ultimates for Dirka. It's going to end up even in the end. Nonetheless, before we come back, let's get a glimpse into Chronicles' journey through stage 2 so far after this replay.
Gotta go. Spike down. Watch your eyes.
On this map. And yeah, even still, even with his performance, it's not been the greatest map for them so far. On the other side of things, Alarante's had his moments, Cupid, Waddle, we've seen everything. But let's see what's going to go on in this pistol round for Pacific as we listen in to their comms.
Can we pop from short?
Yeah.
I smoke for you guys.
I'm out of here.
There's flat, top flat. They're gonna flood, they're gonna flood.
Flooding.
Short and
You
default.
can speed up. Elbow.
Spike down A.
I'm staying here.
Kurwa, ty.
Last player standing.
And we're back with Cupid.
Oh yeah, take it away, man.
1v5.
Take it.
7-6 for Vitality. In zone flawless from the defensive side, and it's fair to say Pacific are going to be pretty sad we chose that round to listen in. They're like, what about round 7? That was good.
Well, I think all the other rounds have been, how's he got his ult again? Oh, God. Well, 7-6 for Vitality. They will claim the lead. It's the first time, wow, since they had it in round 3 after winning that second round with Dirk on a hero rifle with his ultimate. This round, though, a bit of a lighter purchase from them. They've got a couple of pistols, an SMG, 2 Guardians, clearly looking for a stronger buy in the next round. Oh, for Sayonara, a chance for the backstab. The faster play being attempted by Pacific, trying to move more aggressively forward through the market. That's a great flash.
He didn't know if they were about to come through the smoke. And Dirka doesn't want anyone else to get the kills. Remember, he's the man who's looking for that ult record. He wants it in a map. In zone flawless from Vitality. And the problem is, if Dirka keeps playing the way that he was towards the end of that last half, there ain't going to be enough rounds for him to get near any sort of record. It's also going to be harder for him to find the ult orbs on this half. And I'm going to say that, anticipating him to get his ult online in the next.
Go wait and see. Even still, though, with the pistols and with the lower purchases and an in-zone flawless, it means that they're going to come in with majority rifles for this round, a singular SMG, and I swear Pacific are going to look to break back onto the ball once again. As I said, their early half of the last was a decent one, even after the round 2 blunder. Can they now build off this? Well, it looks like the defense are not going to sit back. A chance for Profek early, but can he now escape this? In fact, they don't look like they want to challenge him. They kind of let him leave.
This was a fantastic early round from Vitality. The pressure that they put on, pushing down A, pushing down mid, and then they see no one's there after the initial fade utility, after Alarante broke the dog that went through, and they decide instead to rejig that aggression, move it through to outside B, find one, get back, and confirm the advantage. With these weaker weapons, that's exactly what you want to do, and I love this setup in middle. The fact that you have 3 players essentially on 2 on the same angle, 1 a little wider for Profek. Setting traps in rounds like these is exactly how you bridge that gap of the buy. Profek now standing inside mid. He's given up the angle. They filled it in. It's an awkward fight, but he still gets one. Good work done with one of the main rifles.
Where are they going? 35 seconds. They have mid control, and then
30 seconds
they're
left.
going to go back to A late into the round. Like, they have
B
no
contact.
information other than, yeah, just, okay, we've got B main control. So this is going to be very difficult to clear. Still having smokes online, Paranoia, Dart as well. That will help them out, but those slows still available, at least one of them. 14 seconds left to try and get through. The TP will allow them to get in onto the plant, but it's also allowed for rotations to come in.
No charges.
Okay.
Post plant at least available, but can they hold on to this? Cupid's done well, but bear in mind they're already a man down, and eventually it is cleared out. I don't even think Yumpy realized they won the round yet. It will be the defuse for Durka. A much slower half, I'll be honest. It's taken him way too long to get that out online.
Yeah, Durka's fallen off massively at this point. I think the Phoenix is going to be retired after this one. He's probably thinking to himself, I wish I was on the Neon. 9-6 for that defensive side. Like I said, I love the early aggression and how quickly they abandon it. Profect as well to trade out one. And for Pacific, 35 seconds on the clock. Playing back to B main took them down to like 20 seconds, even less. Well, yeah, slow is pretty much going to ruin your day there. And although they had the TP to get out and still find the plant, gave too much time. Vitality won the fights, and they had Durka just about to complete the flank to win it anyways.
Oh, this is not the start to the second half they were looking for. And that's not the start to this round they were looking for either. Pressure being put onto Profek once again, but he is looking incredibly comfortable and crisp today. A fantastic first map, and it's just a great day for Profek in general. Celebratory meal afterwards certainly coming, and only one player dropped in the end. 10-6. What was a close first half. Now there is some serious wind. It feels like we're back in map 1 again, I'll be honest with you.
4 in a row starts. Yeah, Profek like smiling ear to ear like that. That is a dangerous thing to see across the stage from you. He is having a great time, and I imagine some of the boys are hyping him up.
This is kind of the round where we need to see that switch up. Otherwise, I think it is going to be their first 0-2 of the stage.
I do find it to be hard. I do find it hard to be critical of Ninja, though. Like in his position, filling in all these different roles. Yes, this isn't his first time playing Sage, right? I think it's his 5th. So it's not exactly the best of situations. Does well here, though. A quick double, but Vitality are still ahead. Waddle equalizes the numbers, but he's down to 10 HP. Spotting Kron. A TP to get out of there leaves him unstressed, unbothered, and unmovable, clearly. Waddle finds himself in a 1v1. Yumpy, the man he's up against, and, well, Yumpy's got a lot more health than Waddle does. Even a headshot from here might not be enough with the Phantom in hand, whereas for Yumpy, toe taps will do.
Patience of Waddle. That's all he's really got. He's hoping that maybe his opponent crosses over. Instead, he'll be the one to take a step forward. The second he goes around this corner, could be him gone, and it will be. Patient from Yumpy. An aggressive round on either side, challenging for mid. But as I said, this was the round where we saw Pacific kind of throw everything at the wall. They had all of that weaponry, but were unable to get it done. Now, with the loss bonus under their belt, they are still going to be able to buy rifles with the light shields, and they have 4 ultimates to play with going into this round. The problem is, well, Durka, he hasn't really been killing anyone, but he has slowly been getting towards that ult. He might genuinely go from the fastest combination of Phoenix ults to the slowest ever, because I think it's been 5 rounds and we still haven't seen it. But good odds he gets it in this round.
Well, he has died once and gotten a kill. They've avoided Durka every step of the way, and it hasn't made a damn sight of difference. This time, avoiding him is going to be pretty tough. This is the buy round from Pacific, one where they have a lot of ultimates, and so I expect Vitality at 11-6. This is where they want to fight back with some of their own. Pretty close to a res, pretty close to a Nightfall, everything else online, but it is mainly Durka. Of course, that's what we're wondering. Where is it going to be used? Mid, it seems like, in fact, just the flash. 4-7 back for a moment, and that bullet whizzed right past the head of Durka. That could have been a pick for 7, and instead he has been owned in return. The fight on mid for Valorant extremely solid, and it looks like Chronicle is about to be blindsided. He doesn't think Waddle's... Oh no, the reveal's going to give it away? The reveal's going to give it away? No, he stepped into the wrong angle. Waddle still gets the kill, but at the cost of Ninja and Profek now behind them. As the Hunter's Fury is being used, Profek's gonna round the corner and drop the spike.
30 seconds
Pacific being blindsided again and again. At least Cupid can make it to the safe side.
He's TPP.
No, it's
He has
the
no
wrong
idea.
Do not fight us.
Oh, that's just cursed. That's just cursed. He's seen a player that far back that he didn't expect another one to still be in the B side. I can understand his vein of thinking. If a guy is TP'd to spawn and is fighting the back of B, odds are maybe the other guy's somewhere on A. Instead, Yumpy was sat in the worst possible position for him to TP.
Oh, that is tough. He goes anywhere else on B as well. He at least sees him. Or gets a second to start the plan. 12-6 from 6-3 up.
Yeah.
Pacific were given hope only
this
to
is
have it
Durka's
stolen
ult.
away, and now Dirk is invading the cage! The ult, finding one, but he's taken down immediately. Seven's invaded the space, sent Chronicle packing, and claimed the B site. There is some hope for Pacific to finally get another round on the board.
Had so many connections with the Nightfall though. Sound removed, but fighting ahead of it. Seven's done fantastically. And now Yumpy, he does have rares available. It almost feels like it would have to be used as bait at this point. All the players sat in the open. Either that or he needs a kill first. But look, they're all waiting for him to try and swing the angle. Good work from Aloe to close, but it is Seven finally stepping up to the plate. A big individual round from him, but it has to be the start of something. They lost 9 rounds in a row before finally finding another of their own. Now they need to win 5.
At Nightfall, looked like it could have been the turning point. But Seven showing up in what looked like Pacific's darkest moment. This is their first round win since Vitality were on 3. A streak of 9 that's put them in an almost uncontestable spot to close this out 2-0. At least Pacific already around better than last time. That's disgusting. In such a crucial round, and now pushing up top mid, the slows giving him away. Sayonara's past him in the smoke. Seven.
He's chasing ghosts.
He's lucky to get out of there alive, honestly. A 4v5 still with the res online, but that res is gone now. Yumpy down. And it looks like Pacific have recovered. They've stabilized this round.
Great work from Waddle again. So good with that spray transfer, but walking backwards potentially into the crosshair of Sayonara. Instead, though, no. Waddle's protected his teammate from Durka. The swing from Sayonara is going to be everything, though. Catches Cupid with utility, and that swaps the angle from Seven. Now Waddle needs another big clutch round, and he's not going to be able to do it. They had their moments, they had their fights, but ultimately the inevitable happened. It will be Vitality 2-0ing this series, getting an extra point, and unfortunately, while talking about points for Pacific, it now has to be the run.